thoughts. And let's go ahead and jump into the next question. A returning person who keeps asking me these amazing questions, Miss Iris Peoples, and she writes, "Hey Alex, there's a rumor floating around that the new Spider-Man 3 title will be called Spider-Man Homesick. What do you think about this title for Spider-Man 3?" Well, thank you for your question, Iris. I'm gonna be honest. It's a terrible title.
It sounds dumb.
Oh, it's the dumbest thing that I've ever. And you know what's funny? I when I got this email, that was the first time I saw any of it. I never saw it on like Variety or anything like that. That was the first time I saw it. And then when I did my own research, Variety, Screen Rant, and other websites were reporting that that was the rumored title. And then Amy Pascal did say that Spider-Man 3, the next title, will have home in it. My thing is that if this is okay, if let's just say hypothetically, this is the title, Homesick. What it implies to me is that Peter Parker is probably in jail. That's what it implies to me. Because
That way, I can see it.
it implies to me that he's in jail or he's away from home. He's somewhere. I don't know. And I'm excited for Spider-Man 3 to see what that's going to look like. But to be 100% honest, the title is trash. They have a lot of creatives at Sony/Disney, so I know they can come up with something better than that. To be fair, though, the other two titles, Homecoming and Far From Home, not really that catchy. They fit the film, but there's nothing exciting about Spider-Man Homecoming, the title, or Spider-Man Far From Home, the title, in my opinion. But Jeremy, you heard this rumor. What do you think about this potential new title of Spider-Man Homesick?
I've seen a lot of it as well. I've seen it being reported as a rumor title. I don't know that they've confirmed it yet, but I'm going to be honest, man. They started out with Homecoming, and that was kind of a meta title, right? Because Spider-Man's coming home to Marvel, and then also Homecoming's in the movie, so it kind of worked as a double entendre. Spider-Man fought the Vulture in the first Spider-Man movie, and he was in the airport scene in Civil War, but then we get to Far From Home after he'd been to space, and I'm thinking it's not that far from home when you consider that you were on Titan in the last movie.
Yeah,
and then it's like this Homesick title. Yeah, it's got home in it, but I think this is the one where he's going to be in New York. So how is he homesick when he's back at home? It's whatever. It's fine because it's really just a title. Alex, I think you nailed it. It's not like Far From Home doesn't sound cool. Homecoming doesn't necessarily sound cool, but they serve some sort of narrative purpose. Obviously, with Far From Home, it's that he's vacationing in Europe, so he's a long way from New York. And when I've talked to friends like myself who are big Spider-Man fans, I will always say Spider-Man's my favorite superhero. Batman's my favorite comic book character. That's the way I always delineate the two of them. Spider-Man is by far my favorite superhero. And I don't like globe-trotting, flying to space Spider-Man. Like, I wanted to see friendly neighborhood Spider-Man in a city, defending New York, small-scale stuff. They didn't go that direction, and that's okay. What me and you have even talked about. Ian was on an episode one time where we were kind of discussing ideas that we would have for the next movie. Yeah. And I saw some really cool concept art with Joel Kinnaman, the guy from Suicide Squad, done up like Craven. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. That was dope.
It's pretty cool. I could see them doing something really interesting with that. And we were kind of talking about he's probably going to be on the streets of New York trying to keep a low profile, trying to hide from either all of the authorities and the police because of J. Jonah Jameson at the end of the last film, or he's being hunted by Craven. And either direction, that's super cool. And either direction, Homesick doesn't really fit with it. So I don't know. Maybe they go in a totally different direction, but I don't care that much about titles anyways.
Yeah. For me, like, titles don't make, to me, titles are not make or break for me. I'm not saying they have to make sense. I mean, if you look at the Fast and Furious franchise, all of those titles have a number right next to them. Fast 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hobbs and Shaw. Like, it's not all that, it's not all that. It's not a big deal breaker for me. But I am like Jeremy said, I am interested to see what they're going to take the Spider-Man 3 movie. Especially what happened after Far From Home. I will comment on something though. Jeremy put out a really good point that we didn't see a smaller scale Spider-Man. Even in Homecoming, like, we didn't see Spider-Man swinging around the city until Far From Home. Like, they're at the end of Far From Home. So we didn't have, like, when you look at the Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield movies, they're swinging around the city. They're more like, they're enjoying being a New Yorker. And you don't really get that type of vibe from at least from the movies that have come out. But I'm kind of wondering what they're going to do with that particular movie for that particular film, and how Peter's going to have to deal with his secret. Might be out, might not be out. Who knows? Like, but what do you guys think? Do you guys like the title of Homesick? Do you think Peter Parker is in jail? Do you think that all of this makes no sense or any sense? Just jump into the comment section below. Let us know your thoughts. And guys, this